If you are ready to access that next level of wealth and abundance and freedom in a way that feels effortless, where you just show up and you are magnetic to everything, it all starts in the nervous system. This is going to be a blueprint on how to rewire your mind and nervous system for abundance. And we're going to hop right into it. So first of all, why does this matter? Why do we want to rewire our nervous system for a state of abundance? Well, your nervous system is your capacity. It is your antenna. It's going to be the thing that allows you to hold the next level version of you easily and effortlessly. And don't get me wrong, people can make more money out of hustle, out of scarcity and stress, but that is the hard way to do things. That is playing life on hard mode. If you want to start playing life on easy mode, it's through the nervous system and it is through the subconscious. So us human beings are effectively walking magnetic fields. Science has showed us that the heart produces an electromagnetic field roughly, I think it's 5 feet, maybe it's 5 meters from us. But anyways, other people can feel that magnetic field. And also other people can feel and respond to our chemosignals. You can literally measure cortisol and stress. There's been studies that have shown people have watched a stressful movie in a room, in an auditorium, and then have left that room. And then a new wave of people have came in and they've been able to sense the stress from that previous group of people. And there's a whole body of literature suggesting that leaders, people at the top, basically are the ones with the most regulated nervous systems, the ones that handle crises really well, and also have the most amount of certainty. And so peace and certainty and safety is power. Now, when I started doing this work, when I really started rewiring my brain and my nervous system for abundance, everything started changing really, really fast. Opportunities flooded in, money flooded in, clients flooded in. And it was because I started stepping into this really deeply divine magnetic energy. All right, now I'm going to show you the process on how to do it. So to rewire your brain to induce neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to change and form new connections, we really need a few things. We need safety. The brain isn't going to rewire if you are in fight or flight. It's basically going to reject new information and reject change. You're just simply trying to survive at that point. Number 2, we need awareness and attention. Number 3, we need emotion. And number 4, we need repetition. And so I'm going to give you some ways on how to do all that. Stay till the end because I'm going to give you my favorite reprogramming, rewiring tools that have really changed my life. Step 1 is nervous system safety. We really can't even begin a lot of the rewiring process if you are stuck constantly in fight or flight. So there's a number of ways I do this with my clients to basically reprogram their body, reparent their body into feeling safe. And we can do this simply by just going slower in our day-to-day basis. I like putting a hand on my chest and constantly asking myself, is this an emergency? Am I safe right now? And usually the answer is yes, I am. I recommend my clients always just start with 1 or 2 regulation tools. So, okay, how do I bring myself back to baseline when I do feel dysregulated? And also, how do I embody the identity of a person that is regulated? Like, what would the most regulated version of myself do right now? How would they be walking through life? And sometimes embodying really does work. So once we get the nervous system into a place of peace, this is where the real fun work begins. So step 2, awareness is a really powerful practice. We first want to be aware of the limiting beliefs and the things that are blocking us from abundance. And so when these limiting beliefs come up, a really good one that I love using is simple is money is hard to make. So when you have that limiting belief come up of, okay, money is hard to make, we first just want to pause, maybe take a deep breath and realize, okay, this is a limiting belief. It is coming up for me. And just even by labeling it as a limiting belief, we're starting the rewiring process and we're starting to soften that belief. Now, step 2 is we ask ourselves, is this belief true? Could the opposite or something different be true? And we just want to use that process to soften that belief. Okay, I'm ruminating on money is really hard to make or there's not enough money, but I'm just going to pause and ask myself, is that true? Well, actually, my grandma gave me money for Christmas. So I have an example of that belief not being true. Okay. And I've also seen people win the lottery. So there are instances in life, in this reality, where that belief isn't true. So it's not a fact, it's just a belief and we can change it. Okay, awesome. So now let's choose a new empowering belief. Maybe money is easy to make. Maybe more money comes when I'm in alignment. Whatever resonates with you, we want to choose a new empowering belief. So, another really powerful piece to this whole rewiring thing is to change our identity because we take action from who we think we are. The world responds to who we think we are. And so, if we identify as someone who always doesn't have enough, always short on time, always short on energy, always short on money, then that's going to change how we show up in the real world. But if we identify as someone that is abundant and that is overflowing with time and energy and money, we're going to show up very, very differently. And that energy is going to be so deeply magnetic. And a really powerful practice is just to journal, like, what does the most abundant version of myself look like? The most overflowing version of myself look like? What is she doing? How is she acting? How is she behaving? And when we're doing these journaling and self-discovery processes, we really want to bring emotion in. So how does that feel when I'm making my desired income? Like I feel so much joy and excitement, even just connect to the senses. Like I'm going to imagine myself making X dollars. What emotions am I feeling? What am I like smelling? What am I touching? This is really bringing the prefrontal cortex into this, the CEO of the brain. We're telling our brain, oh, this is important. Focus on this. What we're also doing by connecting to emotion is we're telling our brain this is important. Our brain registers emotions as important. So we really want to bring emotion in when we are rewiring and reprogramming in a new identity. And the next step is we really just want to start taking micro actions to reinforce this new identity. It doesn't have to be like gigantic leaps of abundance. Like don't recklessly spend money as a millionaire if you aren't a millionaire. But something I do with my clients a lot is I start investing, or I tell them to start investing just a little bit, because that shifts you from maybe something that I'm in debt, there's not enough money, to like, hey, I'm investing now, like I have enough. And that investment can be like something so small, like $20 a month that you're putting away into an investment fund or an EFT, or $100 a month, just the bare minimum. But that makes you feel like you're like, oh, I'm growing my money. That's an identity shift, right? Like that's what I would be doing if I was a millionaire. I would be investing my money and having it grow. So you're just taking micro baby steps of confirming that new identity. Something I want to mention that has like changed my life so much, and in constantly connecting to the feeling of abundance, is the present moment and finding the abundance that already exists around me. For example, like nature is so abundant, the sun is so abundant, and oftentimes where people really feel a lot of resistance and get this new embodiment work wrong is they will pick something that their nervous system isn't really on board with yet. So, say I am someone that's in a lot of debt and I'm really stepping into that like millionaire identity. But if you are dysregulated and your nervous system isn't on board with it, you just saying like, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, that's just going to create more resistance because your nervous system has a pretty strong like bullshit detector, and it's going to be like, no, like, no, you're not. So instead of, if you can't get to that feeling of like, I am a millionaire, or I'm a 100K a month CEO, totally fine. How you're going to get to that feeling is through the present moment and connecting with the abundance that already exists and letting it expand. So practically, this looks like sitting in the sun and being like, oh my gosh, the sun is so abundant. Or I have so much abundance of love in my relationship, right? Like abundance comes in so many shapes and forms. Like you could be a grass billionaire. You could look out your window and be like, oh my gosh, there's so much grass in front of my window. I am a billionaire in blades of grass. And that feeling is just going to expand. You're basically opening the door to feeling abundance, and then you're going to feel it more and more and more. And every single day, you're going to notice ways that you're abundant. Like, oh my gosh, I have more than enough food in my fridge. I am abundant. And then we can start layering in bigger and bigger things to feel abundant for. Then we can start really tapping into the, oh, okay, I am already a millionaire. But we just want to start small and build versus create a ton of resistance in the body. And you'll know you're feeling resistance when you just say an affirmation or say an identity statement like, I'm a millionaire. And does that cause tension in the body, or does it cause relaxation? And so we want to aim for relaxation. If it's causing tension, then it's something that our nervous system hasn't got on board with yet. And so this really just perfectly brings me into the next point I wanted to talk about, is like training your brain to see abundance. And so by doing that, by connecting to the abundance of the present moment, we're telling our brain what to look for. It's like, show me more opportunities for abundance. Our brain has this amazing thing called the reticular activating system, which filters what information is relevant to you. So if you are someone who always feels like they're stuck in lack, there's not enough time, not enough money, your brain's going to look for more ways to prove to you that that's true. But if you're constantly trying to find how there's so much abundance in the world around you, there's enough time, you are overflowing with energy, with love, with beauty, your brain's going to filter the world for more of that. So one other practice I really want to share with you is a wholeness practice. It's so feeling whole within yourself. A lot of people try to manifest and create abundance from a place of lack. Like, I will be happy when I have $1 million, or I will feel like I am enough when I have $1 million. And that creates a really disempowering state of being, because your happiness, your self-worth is dependent on the external world. And so that could get taken away from you at any single moment, and then what? So the most powerful state of being is a place of peace and wholeness, is no matter what happens, I'm unshakable, I am whole, I am worthy no matter what. And now I'm not saying it's not powerful to want things. The goal is to want everything but need nothing. And if you're looking for a powerful resource on how to find wholeness, I found Kabbalah to be so helpful. I love David Guillaume and his spiritual teachings. That's like a really great way to start in finding your way into wholeness. Actually, one other tool I want to share with you that has been so insanely helpful for me is actually connecting to a higher power or God. And this is something that's helped to regulate my nervous system, just have so much faith in life, is speaking to God on a daily basis. And not praying in a way that's asking for things, but praying in a way that's thanking God for things. Like, God, thank you so much for the sunshine for today. Thank you for teaching me and showing me how much abundance exists. Thank you for giving me more than enough in my bank account. Thank you for bringing all the right clients to me. Thank you for bringing clients that are ready to invest in me. This has literally changed my energy and shifted me so much into a new timeline, and has also just like taken so much of the pressure off. Is when you trust in a higher power, it's so liberating, because you really believe that everything is always happening for you. Like, you miss the train and you're like, oh, there's a reason for that. Or maybe something is going bad in your business and you're losing money. Now I like lose money or don't get what I wanted, and I'm like, oh, there's for sure a divine reason behind this. Like, I'm supposed to learn something. I don't know what it is yet, but I just have so much peace in knowing that I'm okay. I am held by God, source, universe, sky daddy, whatever you want to call it. Everything is good. Everything is working out for me. And that has saved me so much energy from ruminating all the time and worrying. And now I can use that energy that I used to spend on worrying into like creation. And I just feel like wealth creation has become this like divine, flowy co-creation with the universe. So that is basically the process. It's regulate your nervous system, become aware of your limiting beliefs and rewire them. Imagine that next level self and connect to the identity of I already have enough, and really use emotion to program that in. Take action as the wealthy version of you and repeat the process. Now, my favorite tools for this is EFT tapping, because it really hits all of these conditions simultaneously. It regulates the nervous system. You are fully aware and present in the moment to what you're doing. And then we can really use this presence to transform limiting beliefs. You're tapping on, like, even though I'm feeling lack, I completely love and accept myself. You are softening those feelings and then inserting new beliefs. Like, what if I am actually abundant? You are tapping in these new beliefs, and then you're connecting to the emotion of already having it. It is an incredible, incredible thing for rewiring your mind and your nervous system for wealth, for abundance, for whatever you want. Number 2, abundance journaling. I feel like journaling is just prayer on paper. And there's a like mind body connection that happens when you journal. So I just literally like thank God, thank the universe for everything, for things I already have, for things that's coming. So I would just say like thank you for rewiring my brain around money. Thank you for all the money that's flowing to me. Thank you for the money that's currently in my bank account. Thank you for the millions of dollars that are on their way for me. And it really just gets your brain in this primed state to receive and to just feel so grateful for everything you already have and everything that's on its way to you. And then number 3 is I do like a morning abundance practice where I just try to find 3 different things every single day that make me feel abundant. So whether that's like the sun, whether that's a cup of coffee, whether that's like an amazing call with somebody, I just try to look for evidence of abundance everywhere, and this really trains my reticular activating system to look for more abundance. And so if you are someone that is currently feeling like you're stuck in lack and scarcity and can't get out of it, the most important thing you can do, as I said, is regulate your nervous system first, because once you get regulated, that will soften these negative beliefs that you already have and open you up to do the rewiring. I would say that like 60 to 70% of the process is regulating your nervous system. The other 20% is identity, and then the rest is just the icing on top. Everything gets easier once you've regulated and worked on your identity. The rest of the stuff comes so naturally after that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you know that you are born worthy of abundance. Abundance is your birthright, and it is available to you at any moment. You can always connect into the abundance of nature or the sun or of a relationship. Abundance is within you and all around you. All you have to do is tap into it and let it grow. And if you found this helpful, please like and subscribe and share this video, and let me know in the comments what you want me to ramble on about next.